Good evening, everyone. It's Mark from NetActuate. It's the night before NAB, and today we announced our partnership with NetInt. So with NAB, the NAB theme being partly about AI, I thought I would show you how AI coding assistants, in this case Claude, can manage live video encoding infrastructure on our global cloud using NetInt Quadra VPUs. So instead of writing commands or configuring encoding pipelines manually, we're going to just use natural language prompts to create some encoding templates, launch a live streaming session, and manage everything through NetInt's Bitstreams software, all running on dedicated VPU hardware. I should note that I've skipped creating the NetInt-enabled VM, also using an AI assistant just to keep this more brief, but that takes under a minute on our global platform. You can see that running here in Dallas, Texas. And you can see the Bitstream software in its default state. And here we should see our Claude window. So the first thing we want to do is create an encoding template. You can see I've asked Claude to set up an HEVC encoding ladder with 3 resolutions and advanced look ahead for quality optimization. And it's already done that. So the next thing we want to do is add a graphics overlay. I'm going to use the NetInt logo and burn it into the top right-hand corner, which of course is common for branded live streams. Now let's take a look here, and we can see that our template has indeed been created, and Claude is busy working here. It looks like it's already gone ahead and added the graphics overlay. You can see the NetInt logo right there. Excellent. So the next thing we're going to ask Claude to do is create a live streaming session. So I am asking it to set up an SRT input with dash output using our template. And note that I'm using a standard Big Buck Bunny video example that I've set up as a source SRT already. That's going to take it a moment, but we can see it creating here in the background. And look at that, the session is created. So Bitstreams gives us an SRT ingest URL for our source to push to, and dash and HLS output URLs we can share with viewers. I'm going to grab that, switch over to VLC here, and let's take a look. Don't know if you can hear the audio through the recording, but there we have it. Our demo source, Big Buck Bunny, is in 1080p, and it's being ingested via SRT, decoded on the NetInt Quadra VPU, and re-encoded to 3 HEVC streams simultaneously. What you're seeing is real-time hardware transcoding. So the Quadra VPU is handling the decode, the scale, and the encode for all 3 resolutions. And I bet you it's barely breaking a sweat, not even using 5%. Very cool. So what else can we do? Any number of things, but we can ask our AI, again, what's the status of this session? And there you can see the details. You can ask it what the names of available sessions are and all of their statuses. Of course, we only have one that we've just created. I'm going to go ahead and close out Big Buck Bunny. And you can see we have one active. Inputs SRT push, output is dash and HLS. Awesome. And finally, to keep this brief, we're just going to stop this and delete the session. We should see it disappear from here as part of our cleanup. So everything you just saw, creating the encoding templates, launching the live stream, monitoring the status, updating the configuration, tearing down the sessions, really was driven entirely by the natural language through the Bitstreams software running on that NetActuate infrastructure with NetInt Quadra VPUs. That's available today on our global cloud across 45 plus locations. A single Quadra T1U card can encode to 32 simultaneous 1080p streams at 20 watts of power. And combined with AI-assisted management through Bitstreams, You can go from zero to a fully operational encoding pipeline in literally minutes. If you'd like an in-person demo or your own POC account to play around with, find us at NAB or visit us online. Thanks, everybody.